Going on, guys? I'm super excited for this video because yesterday I got a text from one of the kids I used to coach last summer, and we were just talking baseball. Texted me out of nowhere. I was in the gym, doing what I gotta do, and schoolwork, and he texted me, which talking about baseball, and he wanted some advice on some things he can get better at, which I thought was awesome. Not afraid to get help. I love somebody who wants advice, is willing to learn and stuff. So I told him to send me a video, and this video was actually taken over the summer. I was there coaching, but when you're coaching, you're kind of not really focusing on you're kind of focusing on how to win a game, and so you're not really focusing on the swing analysis and how to get everything intact. The kid's name, though, for a little brief background, his name's Mike. He is one of the hardest working kids I know. I go early to games just to give them swings, and he was always the first one there. In the beginning he was struggling, and then at the end I think he ended off hitting over 300. Kid was a great hitter at the end of the year, and he put so much work into it. His fielding, everything, one of the most athletic kids I know. Great kid, great family, and I'm super excited to take a look and see what I see, and hopefully you'll find some things that will help. So let's get to it.
Let's go. Confident. Drive it. Yeah, that's dropping.
Let it go. Put it on.
Under. He's in. Good job, Mike.
So that was a video, like I said, of Mikey hitting over the summer. And these are a few things that really stood out to me. The first thing that I want to get down to is the first thing I love is the swagger you have up at the box. I always harp on this. I always harp this to the kids last year that the first thing you want to do is be comfortable up at the box. All right? If you're not comfortable, you're not gonna succeed. You're not gonna find success. Find anything that helps you. I don't care if you're standing backwards, eyes closed, whatever helps you, be comfortable at the box when you're facing a guy, whether he's throwing 20 miles per hour or 90 miles per hour. First thing you need to do is be comfortable. And Mikey, you hit that right on the head, and great job with that. Second thing that I love, actually, and I'm going to stop it, actually, is the pitch, where you hit it and how you went with it. So that's an outside pitch right there. That's why I stopped it. I love the way how you stayed with it. Even me, when I played in college and stuff, that's a hard pitch to hit, a low and outside pitch. You went with it. Even the thing I love the most too, a lot of people here, I'll stop it again. A lot of people, we always say swing like it's right down the middle, and you want to do that, yes. But there are times you need to get lower than usual. The knee bend right there, if you look closely, the knee bend right there, I will stop it again. You went with the pitch, right? So right there, knee bend, now you're on it more. The one thing I will say, though, that we want to work on, and we worked on it a little last year, make sure we stay on that pitch, though, a little longer. So instead of it being, yes, you got to double out of it because you're quick, but instead of it being, that double because you're quick, it could be an easy double to where it's a stand-up double or maybe even a triple with your speed. So the one thing I will say, make sure we keep that front shoulder in a little longer. But in terms of staying with the pitch, I thought that was beautiful. Like I said, low outside pitch, that's where you want to be. Perfect. Let's look at it one more time. Perfect. You went with the pitch, right? Like I said, that could be more of a stand-up double or maybe even a triple, maybe even a gapper, right? Instead of, a blooper over the over the first baseman's head. Drill to not open up. Get something, right? Get maybe like a ball or something and put it behind your front foot. So if you do open up, you're going to slip and fall and break your ankle, and we don't want to break our ankle before the season, so I suggest that you stay in. Like I said, perfect, though. I love how you stayed with the pitch, though. We could stay with it just a little bit longer, but otherwise, way to go with the pitch. That's a really hard thing to do, especially at your age. You should be proud of yourself for that. Second thing that I want to talk about is where we get our hands when we're ready, right? So if you look at your video, look where your hands are, right? I love how you stay inside the ball. That hole at bat, if you look, you are inside the ball, you are leading with the knob of the bat, which is going to create success, right? Like I said, you don't need to be perfect, right? But we want to be as perfect as we can be, right? But I loved how you stood inside the ball. Now, like I said, instead of it being maybe a little blooper, we can get more power if we just get our hands back a little more. So instead of being, right, instead of them being down low here, I want them to be more, maybe instead of going down, let's try to go right there. So your hands are still high enough to where we don't really got to make a good load. So think of it here and just bring them back, just like this. Back, here, back. I don't want to see you going here, because even though you're leading with the knob, if a kid is throwing hard or they do throw a high pitch, one, it's going to be really hard to catch up to it. And if you do catch up to it, it's going to go straight up. So let's just practice more. When we practice hitting, try to practice more on here. A good drill for that is the T drill. So what you do, you put a T behind you when you're hitting soft toss overhand. And in order to not hit the T, we can't drop, right? So if we drop, our bat's going to hit the tee behind us. But if we stay on top of the ball and we get our hands back and we stay there and we still will lead with the knob, we're not going to hit that tee. Another good drill is a high tee drill. Over-exaggerate it. Make sure your hands get back and go over the top, right? If we drop and we go here, ball's going to go up or we're just going to hit the tee. But like I said, you got away with it because your hands were so inside the ball and you led with the knob, we were still able to get that success. So that's perfect, and I love that. Keep that up. But just a little reminder, just try to keep them a little bit more back. Like I said, you're starting high enough, so you don't need to worry about getting them high back. It's just one little movement, right? It doesn't even have to be a lot here, right? And even where you are now, if you just step and you keep them here, right, you don't even have to move them, right? So that's even better for you. You don't even have to move them. You could just stay here and you can lead with the knob. Perfect, right? Like I said, think more back or just stay right here. Otherwise, phenomenal job. And then, like I said, we talked about opening up, and the last and final thing that I want to talk about is when you get ready, right? You have a quick load. You're not one of those people that, slowly moves back. So when I was a hitter, I used to get ready when the pitcher was putting his foot down because I had a slow load. So I used to get ready. Let's try that one more time. Sorry. I used to get ready when he was here, the pitcher, and he was starting to go like that because I used to have a slow load. And then once he was here, that's when I got my foot down. With you have a very quick load. So I want you to get ready. And once this video, right there, I want you to get ready when the pitcher is here. So right there, that's when I want you to get ready. Because with you, the one thing, if you remember, is we used to struggle on getting that inside pitch. That inside pitch used to be very difficult for us to hit, right? We used to get it off the hand sometimes if the kid had a little bit more velocity. So when the kid is here, right, like I said, you have a quick load, right? The one thing that I want you to think of, right, is how quick a baseball gets to you. A baseball gets to you like this, right? So the one thing we want to do is slow the game down. It's like in basketball, right? You have a few minutes on the clock left, right? You're up by 1. You have like a minute left. You want to slow the game down. With baseball, we want to make the game as slow as possible for the pitcher, right? The pitcher, we want to get him thinking. Slow the game down, right? One, take a minute out of the box, but when it comes to our load, right, let's slow the ball down. Right? So when he's here, you have a quick load, you're here. Now all you got to do is just wait, right? And now it gives you more time to see where the ball is, right? And when we load, we don't want to be quick because our eyes now are moving up and down. Our eyes are like this. So the ball is going like this, right? We want to keep it on a straight plane. So when I'm here, now we're just waiting, right? Overall, though, Mikey, that was awesome. Great swing. Those are the few little things, but overall, dude, you're in a great place. I'm super excited to see how you do this season. If you guys have any videos, please send to me. I will do some adjustments, see what I see, and hopefully it will help. Thank you and have a great day. Great job, Mike.